Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be showing you a brand new product that I created to make your teaching life easier. It's going to help you get organized in the morning, and at the same time it's going to have really strong impact on your students in the classroom. I used to do morning routine with, the kids come in and they start journaling in their notebooks, or the kids come in and they start doing math problems as a review. But I want to set up my classroom to be a very special place for students. I want students to come into the classroom, come into my classroom, and just love the environment that they're in. And I want to create a really high vibe in the classroom. And that is with practicing gratitude first thing in the morning. Just a quick little announcements before we get into the video. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like this content. I put out education, lifestyle, and teaching content every single week to allow you to have a high vibe life, to love your life teaching. Follow me on Instagram. That is the best place to get in contact with me and just catch up with my every day-to-day high vibe life. Also, I have a podcast. It'll be linked down below. It is the High Vibe Teaching Podcast, where it's a self-development podcast for teachers. It's so much fun. If you are interested in joining my email list for future product launches and just future high vibe content, my email list will be linked down below. Lastly, I am going to be opening a virtual high vibe book club membership. If you're interested in that, please sign up at the link down below. That helps me tell you about when it's going to be coming out and all information needed for it. All right, let's get into the video. So what I realized was when I was teaching in the classroom that there needs to be some type of morning routine in the classroom. And with that morning routine, it should be a time for students to get in the flow of the day, and it's for me as the teacher to get ready for my day as well. I thought of, I feel so good in the morning practicing gratitude every single day. I know my students will benefit as well. There are so many health benefits associated with practicing gratitude. I have created an entire podcast episode about my experience with gratitude and scientific research to support why practicing gratitude is so important in every single person's lives. It actually helps us fight off diseases and viruses. It helps us healthy, and it helps us live in the present moment to where we are here right now in the present, not stuck in the past, not stuck in the future. It is so beneficial for our mental health. I encourage you guys to watch my previous video about this product linked down below. I spent a good 7 minutes discussing the importance of gratitude in the classroom and why I think it's important as a teacher. I really want to have my students learn the skill that will carry on with them for the rest of their lives. I think practicing gratitude every single morning is vital for our health, our mental health, our well-beings, and I personally feel so much better after practicing gratitude. I'm going to be going in depth with you guys about what the product is and how to use the product. I have made major updates to help you guys teach this because I'm so passionate about teaching gratitude every single morning to the kids and actually having the kids understand what gratitude is and how it can help them. So the first thing I recommend before even starting on the morning gratitude practice every morning is to learn about gratitude. So I have an entire lesson plan for you guys in the product where I talk about exactly how I have taught introducing gratitude to my class. I have given exact steps into how I teach, and I think it's just really helpful for new teachers. When I was first a new teacher, I had no idea what to do, how to teach, and even how to make intentions or learning intentions. I have that all in the product. What I talk about in the lesson is pulling details using a circle map. So the whole objective behind this lesson about learning gratitude is going to be the topic, but students are going to be using reading skills linked to specific standards while learning about gratitude. One of my favorite things to do is to find the main idea and supporting details. Absolutely love this activity, and it is something students are going to need to know every single year, building up, especially from 3rd grade and up. I made an update, and with the update, I have added smaller text to practice and one larger text to practice. And what the students are going to do is they're going to number their paragraphs, and you guys as a class are going to find the main details to support the main idea. I'm also going to be making another video all about finding details in my main idea because it is so important in ELA, writing, social studies, science. Students really need to understand how to find details to support the main idea, and the way I do it, I truly, truly love. If you're interested in that video, it'll be linked down below. For lesson plan number 2, I added a second lesson plan, and that's just to reinforce, restate, answer, cite, and explaining when answering questions in reference to gratitude. I just wanted to add that in there because it was just such a nice little touch to add to this product line. It really helps students restate the question, answer the question, cite, and explain all questions about gratitude. Once the students are familiar with gratitude, what it is, what it feels like, and the health benefits, scientific health benefits to support why gratitude is helpful for us and others around us, good for our health and our minds, then it is time to practice a daily gratitude. Like I've said before, there are 2 different versions of the gratitude practice. I have this outline and this outline, one for every single month of the year. And what I do is I print enough pages, double-sided, to put into a packet, and students are going to put this in their to-do folder. Now every single morning they're going to walk into the room, and this is going to be displayed on the whiteboard. So the students are going to come into class, they're going to sit down, they're going to get everything ready, put their backpacks away, whatever your morning routine is in that way. When it's time, students are going to take out their morning journals, and they are going to read the screen, which is right here. It's the Google slide. So on the Google slide it says, "Welcome to class, please take out your gratitude journal and wait for the wheel to be spun to find your topic of the day." I also added a sentence stem on the bottom to help students form proper sentences. That is so important for students to practice complete, full, beautiful, chunky sentences when they are writing. I also added the sentence stem up here and directions just in case students don't remember what to do. This is where the fun happens. So I'm gonna do this on my iPad just to show you. But once kids are situated, sitting in their desks, you know, you gave them about 3 minutes to come sit down, get everything out, get ready for their morning journal. When you have this product, make sure the product is in presentation mode. You are then going to click on the spinner. So once you click onto the spinner, this is where it's gonna take you. It is hyperlinked, so it's going directly to another website. And on this website is the morning gratitude wheel. This is what you're going to spin to find the topic of the day, the gratitude topic of the day. When I taught this before adding this element into the product, the students were running out of things to be grateful for. But this gives a specific topic for students to focus on about what they're grateful for. And in the instructions, they are to write 3 things they're grateful for about this topic. All right, so let's spin the wheel to see what happens. And again, you would be doing this in front of your entire class in the morning. Or you could even assign a job to do this as well. A student to come up in the front of the classroom when everyone's ready, sitting down when the timer goes off. You have a student come up and spin the wheel for the entire class to see. Okay, hopefully you can see it, but if you cannot, the students are going to write 3 things about a smell they are grateful to smell. So for example, the student could say, or I would do this too as a teacher as well, I would probably do this on the spot maybe, or I would actually write it in to display, especially in the beginning of the year, but I would say, I am grateful for the smell of fresh baked cookies because it reminds me of how yummy cookies are. It reminds me of my grandma's house. It reminds me of XYZ. And just being grateful for smell in general, very important and something that we take for granted a lot. Okay, let's do it again. Something beautiful. So they're gonna think of something beautiful and write 3 things they're grateful for it. So maybe that's a waterfall, or the sunset, or the sunrise, or the grass, or rain, something that they think is beautiful and why are they grateful for it. I have a whole list here already made for you, so it is truly ready to go. And the best part about this is it is editable. So if you wanna change the color of the spinner, if you wanna change what it says here, for the list of gratitude topics, you totally can. You're just gonna go up to the customize, and I made it to where every single person gets their own spinner. It's not gonna be everyone on the same spinner. Now, something else I absolutely love about this product is the art aspect of it. So I have updated this just a little bit, and this is the art journal that comes with the product. Now, at the end of the month, students are able to participate in a really fun art project centered around gratitude. For the month of August, students are going to be given a sheet of cutout pencils. Students are able to write up here their name, and they're going to look through their gratitude for the month of August, their gratitude journals for the month of August, and they are going to read through every piece of gratitude they had for the day, for each day, and they are going to choose 9 things that they are grateful for. The top 9 things they were grateful for in the month of August. They could even add more in if they want. They can use their journal to assist them, or they can just think of 9 things on the top of their heads. Now they're going to write in the pencil and glue it onto this form. Now what I did is I took away this part of it because it just didn't really apply anymore. So when you see this and when you buy it now, or even when it's updated, it's just blank, looks just like this, and they're going to do this for every single month of the year. So August is pencils, sunflowers for September, pumpkins for October, leaves for fall, snowflakes for December, stars for January, hearts for February, 4-leaf clovers for March, rainbows for April, ice cream for May, and just in case you do teach in June for a long period of time, watermelon for June, and stars for the 4 or for July, just in case you teach in July as well. Now, I actually bought a coil machine, and this coil machine is amazing. I was able to punch and coil this machine into a book for my students for their end of the year gifts. So after students are done with their gratitude artwork for the month of August or whatever month it is, I collect the pages and put them in their cume, and I just keep it safe. So at the end of the year, I punch it for students and they are gonna create their books. Now at the end of the year, I give them this cover, they design it, they write their name on the front. A really fun thing that I love is students are going to write a year in reflection here as well. And I bind this together for them, I give it to them at the end of the year, and it's a little book that they can remember forever. Little take-home art project, which I absolutely love. So you guys, that is the updated gratitude product. I will absolutely be using this in my own classroom. I think it's so important. This product is so helpful because it helps with morning routine, it helps with your morning routine, it helps with students writing complete sentences and really thinking about what they're grateful for in their own lives. So you guys, let me know, have you bought this yet? Have you used it in your classroom? What do you think about it? Please let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you like my content and you like my products, you guys can join my email list, link down below. As I mentioned earlier, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.